everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and coming back today. I am so excited to be here today to finally share in more detail about my 2018 Make 9. Now, hashtag 2018 Make 9 is by the Home Fiber Roll Company, I believe it is. I'll put everything over here just so you know who started the Make 9. And so I know there's another Make 9 2018. Quite honestly, I don't know if they're related or not, but the official Make 9 is hashtag 2018 Make 9. So I will be sharing that. However, I'm going to start the video off with just sharing a couple channel tweaks I'm going to do. Not real changes, just a couple tweaks, skills I plan to improve upon in 2018. Some challenges that I'm participating in here in 2018, and then finally my Make 9. And so let's jump right into it. So for the tweaks, little tweaks I'm going to make. So every month I do a plans video, which I will continue to do. However, my plans video will change just slightly in how I deliver them. What you will have every month is a Pinterest pick and or an Instagram inspiration from me for that month. And so what that will mean is what I will show in my plans video is, okay, here's my Pinterest pick that I have, or my Instagram inspiration. Here is the pattern I plan to use or the hacks I plan to do to a pattern in order to create the look, unless that particular look has a pattern associated with it already. And so you will see that. And then I will also, so for throughout the month, and then I'll also do, let me just finish this thought. And then I'm also going to participate in the vintage pledge. Now every month I might not have something vintage related I want to sew or anything I'm inspired to sew. But when I do the vintage pledge of the month, and I do have a couple ideas for the upcoming 2-3 months. So, but at any rate, I will have the Pinterest pick, Instagram inspiration, and a vintage pledge. But I will still pick 1 or 2 items that are, you know, maybe a basic I might need or something, a different pattern that's in my stash that I want to try and bring forth. So I will continue to do those. Now the difference will be when I do the Pinterest pick or the Instagram inspiration or the vintage pledge, though when I actually show those pieces, those will probably be in what I might call a show and tell and how I got the look. And so if I have a Pinterest pick that maybe a pattern doesn't exist for, I will, like I said, select a pattern, show you how, not in a process way. So when I say show you, it will be more like, okay, here's the piece that I created. Here was my inspiration. Here was the pattern that I picked, and maybe just explain, not actually physically showing you, but maybe explaining how I got to the final look that I'll be showing in that particular video. Same thing with the vintage pledge. So that video will probably be a separate video showing you, okay, here's what I made, do a review of that pattern or whatever the case may be in that particular video. And then when I do my monthly makes videos, will now be known as my lookbooks, my monthly lookbooks. I have seen quite a few YouTubers, sewing YouTubers, I should say, vloggers do lookbooks, and I actually like that. Actually like the planning videos and, you know, the kind of show and tell. I like them all, but I think it's nice just in case there is that segment that while they may have watched your show and tell for this particular piece or your vintage piece for that particular item, they just want to see for the month a quick overview of what you made. And so that is something I will be doing going forward, our monthly lookbook. So I'm excited about that, and how that format will look or develop over 2018, I don't know. I'm just going to give it a go, see how it goes, and then you can all please feel free to give me your feedback. And then the other thing is, if there are any particular things maybe you want to see from the channel, let me know. Please leave them in the comments below. I will continue to do sew with me's. I'm kind of limiting myself to maybe 1 to 2 a year. I did 2 last year, which was the sew over Eve dress and the Lisbon cardigan. But this year I am focusing so much on improving my skills and techniques in sewing that I'm probably going to be more focused on that instead of really trying to do a sew with me, unless it's something relatively straightforward. But again, share your thoughts below. I will definitely take those into consideration. And so, yeah, so those are just some of the tweaks that I will be making for 2018 to the channel. So for 2018, there are certain things skill-wise, technique-wise, sewing that I definitely want to improve upon. I had wrote those down. One thing is, I've mentioned this before, is fitting the bust shoulder area for my garments, and also the around the hip and waist area, getting better fits around that area as well. And so what I'm doing to help in that is I did sign up for Craftsy Unlimited, and so I have been diving straight into a lot of classes, and I have to watch things several times. So I've watched a couple classes like 3 times, going on 4 times, just to practice and different things like that. I definitely I wanted to do this last year, but I needed to figure out, like, making sure I had enough fabric to do it. But making my own bias tape, I definitely want to do that. I definitely want to do rolled hems on my serger, and that's specifically for different things that I make, but also for business, because I use my machines for my business as well. And so, and also improving my embroidery skills. I have 3 machines. You all saw my sewing room tour video. If you haven't, I will leave the link up above. But I have a brother sewing machine that's just a regular domestic machine. I have my brother serger. I'm a serger head. I have my brother serger, the 1034D, and I also have the brother SE400, which is a sewing machine and an embroidery machine, but I only set that up to embroider only. And so there's some embroidering techniques I want to improve upon this year, so I will definitely be diving into that. I also want to improve on lining garments better and interlining better, all of that good stuff, those techniques, and also pattern hacking. I definitely want to, Franken pattern, put 2 different patterns together, or maybe just hack one particular pattern a certain way to try to get a look that I want to achieve. So yeah, and the other thing is, I will be using I shared this before, the Cashmere Curvy sketchbook. It's different croquis in here. And so one of the things that I was doing is I will put a pattern behind this page, and you can, as long as you do it during the day, you can see through there pretty good when you lay a pattern underneath and try to draw on there, what it is that you're, the look. And so what I will be using this specifically for are some of my Make 9s, not all, but some of my Make 9s, but more so things that come up in my head that I like, and that I would like to see. If I don't see a pattern for it, maybe I see the base or block of a pattern, and then I can, as Elizabeth made this, Elizabeth made this, has suggested also, because I told her I'm not good at sketching, that just blow up the pattern a little bit more, and then trace it off over and maybe use it as a base for what it is that you're trying to do, and then go from there. So I will be using that, and what I plan to do is share those things on the channel that I was able to put in here. And so we'll see how that goes. That'll happen sometime this year. I don't know when or how often I'll do it. Like I said, I'm not doing that for every single thing that I make, but maybe some things I think of on my own, or maybe a couple of things from my Make 9. And so another thing I need to do is get all of my machines serviced. I have not had my machine serviced, embarrassingly, in quite some time. And so, not that I'm having any issues with them, but I know that at least my main machine that I've had for well over 10 years, I've had it serviced in that period. I've had it probably 15 years now. I've had a service in that time frame, but I haven't had a service as of late. And so, and you know, when you get your machine serviced, it takes them 2 to 3 weeks perhaps to get it completed. So I want to do that for all of my machines, but I'll probably do that with my embroidery machine first and then do my embroidery / sewing machine first, and then do my main machine, just because I know with the embroidery machine I can flip between doing both, and that machine actually has never been serviced, so I'd rather go ahead and just get that service. This has never been serviced. And so again, these are all part of my 2018 plans. And then challenges. So the first challenge I want to talk about is the official no buy pattern challenge. If you are following me on Instagram, Natural Dane, you know that I'm running the challenge. No Natural Dane, no patterns. I know nothing special about that hashtag, but anyway, it is effective now through January 1st through June 30th. I will have a separate video on Wednesday coming out that will be getting more in depth about the challenge, because there will be prizes for those who participate, but you must repost the image here and you must tag me if you're going to participate. And it's all on the honor system, so no buying patterns, none. So no buy means no buy. However, you can get free patterns, and there are lots of them. So my video on Wednesday will talk about the challenge, some of the prizes that I have in mind, and then also I will be sharing quite a bit of free patterns for those who just have to fulfill that pattern. I need a pattern, you know, hunger. I will be sharing tons of free patterns that you can just go ahead and download if you haven't already. And then from July 1st to 31st, it will be you can buy whatever you want. And so in the meantime, and like I said, I'll share this more in my video, I do keep a list. I keep this in my purse of patterns that have been coming out here over the past several weeks that I absolutely think I want that, but obviously cannot get it until July, if in fact I still want it by then. Right now I'm just making a list, so we shall see. The second challenge I'm part of is the Ready to Wear Fast 2018, hashtag ready to RTW Fast 2018, which is hosted by Goodbye Valentino. I am part of that group as well. I think she had extended the opening for that an additional 4 days, but if you are part of that challenge, you know it's closed now, the group and everything, to sign up for it. But if you're part of the group, you know everybody posts in the Facebook group. I haven't posted anything yet because I haven't made anything, but it's been nice to just see what everybody's doing and what everybody is sharing. So definitely enjoying that. And then last but not least, right now, the challenge that I am participating in is the Day and Night Dress Challenge, which is hosted by Miss Elizabeth here with ElizabethMadeThis.com. I will leave her channel information either in the iCards or down below, but it is the theme for it is coffee and cocktails, and so I am so excited. Thank you again, Elizabeth. She asked me to be an ambassador for the dress challenge. And so you will see me posting more and more about that as well. But I will be sharing in a separate video my patterns that I'm choosing. But let me just talk about in a nutshell what the challenge is. So you make 2 dresses. And so the community challenge it comes with prizes. You do have a chance to win something. But as a community, for those who are not ambassadors, you can post anytime between now and up until March 5th. Your coffee dress or your cocktail dress. So your coffee dress can be very simple, however simple you want it, whatever you will go out and meet your friends or whatever for a cup of coffee, maybe tea if you don't drink coffee, whatever the case may be, but a nice simple dress. And then you have your cocktail dress, which of course is if you're going out with, say, your significant other, your husband or whatever. Or out with your girlfriends, girls' night out, and you just want to spruce it up just a little bit. It does not have to be some form-fitted couture dress or anything like that, but if that's what you want to make, by all means, go for it. And so you have your coffee dress and your cocktail dress. Like I said, I will be doing a separate video showing the patterns I plan to use and the fabric. I'm still waiting on the fabric now, so once I get it, I will share that. So all of the vloggers and bloggers that are ambassadors will be sharing their blogs between February 22nd and February 28th. So make sure you are looking out for that. And again, I will link to Elizabeth's channel and also her blog post below, so you can add all of the information, all of the details. So now we're going to get into the Make 9, and this part will probably go relatively fast because I don't have, hats off to everybody who have picked all their fabric and everything for all of their Make 9 items. I have not, because I can be fickle like that and change my mind until I feel like, yes, this is what I want. So one of the tools I'm using this year is I did purchase Athena Cacao's planner, and it has one of the pages in her planner, and I talked about this planner in my recent haul video, so I won't talk about it again here, but one of the pages is a Make 9 2018. And so right now, let me scoot over. I am putting up here a picture of my Make 9, and what I'm going to do is share the patterns with you in the order that you see them on the screen. And so I keep them I keep them all separate in an entire separate file system. And so I'm just going to jump right in and share with you what I am making and why. Now, everything that I chose in my Make 9 are all things that will stretch and increase my sewing skills and techniques. Everything that's on my Make 9 I have never made before, and that was the point. Now, the thing was, before I saw the hashtag for the Make 9, I had a list of things I wanted to do for 2018. And somehow I came across the Make 9 hashtag, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I should come up with 9 things. And I didn't have to. I had the things that I had happened to equal 9. So it all worked out. It all worked out. Like I said, everything I chose are things I have never done before, and the sole purpose was to increase my skill set and my sewing techniques. I didn't want to include necessarily anything in here for me that would be considered a basic, because those I'm pretty comfortable with, but I want to do things I'm not comfortable with or that I have never done. So the first thing is and I showed this in my haul, this is the Jennifer Lauren Nixie brief. That is on my list to do. And the second thing you will see on my list is the Green Style Endurance Sports Bra. Now, if you saw my haul video, you know that Slow Sew Sue here on YouTube did, during her sewcation, she sewed up that sports bra. She's the reason I bought it. And so you can watch her videos to see, get tips and everything on putting it together. The Caroline, the closet case patterns, Caroline pajamas. And this is actually going to be in my February plans. Then we have and I am not showing these in the order that I'm doing them. I'm just showing them in the order that they are appearing on the post there. And so the Sewaholic Robson coat, I made a coat. I did the Simplicity coat, but something like this. Look at that detail. I've never done anything that detailed, that intricate before in coat form. And so this definitely will expand my skills quite a bit. I want to have a pair of work pants, and the type of style I like are these, where they're kind of, let me see, maybe it's easier to show the style lines. I like the curvy, where it's a little bit more fitted and go around your hips, lay, just skim the hip area and kind of have a fuller bottom at the bottom there. Love, love, love these. And so I will be making a pair of those. Never have. Also, of course, never have, but I will be making the Ames jeans by Cashmerette. And so yeah, this is, and I'll leave a link to all the patterns down below. But yeah, this here is going to be, and these are specifically sizes 12 through 28, apple and pear fit. And so what I plan to do is, and I've already spoken to her, Andrea Sew to Fit here on YouTube. She does one-on-ones and to help with fit and everything, construction of different pieces. And so I will be working with her when I am ready to do this. So yeah, I'm excited about that. The other thing is my husband is included. This here is the Quick Sew K4017 men's jacket by the Lines. It looks to be relatively simple, and so I've been saying I was going to make him this jacket for over a year. Never have, and so this year I will. And the other thing is he likes button downs, and so we're looking at doing that one, view A, and this is McCall's M6044. And then last but not least, the only pattern I do not have is, you will see on my Make 9, is a purse or a handbag, and I'm just going to take this out real quick. On my Make 9 sheet, I have the blue Calla pattern. This is the Hollyhock Hobo bag, and then this here is the Swoon pattern, and this is the Brooklyn handbag. The thing with the handbag is, I don't know, I keep changing my mind on what style or type that I want, and so I'm not going to purchase a pattern until July. And so between now and then, there's a couple free ones out there that just kind of knock some rust off to get into the bag making headspace. I'll probably do a couple freebies, and I'll share in my video on Wednesday, so look out for that. So yeah, that is my Make 9, and as you can tell, the theme is shades of purple. Purple is my absolute favorite color. I had already decided on that prior to hearing that Pantone came out with the color of the year, which is the ultraviolet. Yeah, purple has always been my favorite color. It is my business brand colors for my business, and so yeah, absolutely love purple. So the things that I create for the year of 2018 will have some element or shade of purple in it, in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's a pocket lining detail. Maybe it's a collar stand detail. Who knows? Who knows? We shall see. But that is it. This video is long enough. I think I have hit all of my marks. I hit all my notes. That is it. That's all I have. So stay tuned. I will come in on Wednesday. Stay tuned on Wednesday. I will come back with the more details on the pattern no buy, and also the plethora of free patterns that I can share with you if you just have to fulfill that pattern buying need between now and June 30th. Otherwise, follow me on Instagram. Repost the picture that you see on my Instagram page, and tag me. That is it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you on Wednesday. All right. Bye.